Okay, this is just a quick little video. I'm demonstrating how to replace a strut on a 1994, well this one is a 1994 Toyota Corolla. This will work for the generations from I think 91 to 97, maybe even a couple years after that. I'm sure it's all about the same. This features the 1.8 liter double overhead cam 4-cylinder. Like I said, what we're doing is we're changing the strut itself. Wait for that camera to adjust. We're changing the strut itself, and we're going to reuse the spring. Now, to do this, you need to take your tire off. So get your tire iron, jack the car up on the grooves right here, remove the wheel. Once you get the wheel off, it's a very simple process from there. There is a bolt holding this brake line onto the strut. It is a 14 millimeter. It's right there. You just take that little nut off and move the line out of your way. It's as simple as that, or a bolt, and then you move it out of your way. It's as simple as that. Now for the pieces that actually hold the strut to the back of the spindle, that is a 19 millimeter right here and here, and usually they're kind of hard to break loose if they've been on your car for a while. I just did some work to this car not too long ago, so I was able to get them with just the oh dang, I just had it, with just my wrench. I was able to just get the wrench on there and give it a good yank, and they popped right loose, and then and then you just back the nuts off. And what you'll end up with is these bolts right here. Now, and you go back in, put the threads in this way, put them in that way, which will take those out. Now, as you can see, it is all now very loose and free. The only thing left to do from there is you have 3 bolts. You have to open your hood, and you have 3 bolts underneath the hood, and those are 12 millimeters. And what you're going to do is you're simply just going to take and undo all 3 of these little bolts. When you do, it's just going to fall clean and clear, and then you give it a good wiggle, and with a little luck, you'll end up with this massive thing right here. Now this is your spring, and like I said, we're going to reuse the spring on this car. So it's not too terribly hard to do. Get that nut off just like that, and you get grease all over your finger, so you put it on your jeans. But you're going to put your wrench down in here, find something sturdy to hold it against. But before you do that, you need to take O'Reilly's is where I shop for my car parts. This is our new shock. Another thing that's good to do is before you go ahead and do all this, just lay it down beside it and compare it. Make sure it's about the same. A little bit of variance is okay, but for the most part they should be about identical. As you can see, we both have our plates here. Both have the hole in the center for the breather line if it were an ABS car, but it's not an ABS car. You can see it's got the double channel grooves in here, 4 bolt patterns. It's got the line for the ABS sensor, which I don't have, and then it's also got the line for the brake. So it looks like we are all set to swap these bad boys out. So without further ado, I'm going to stop this video, and let me go ahead and show you. O'Reilly's, like I said, is where I get my stuff. So what they can give you is this wonderful toolkit right here. You can rent it for around $40, and it's a McPherson strut spring compressor. And inside here, as you can see, you get 2 of these special tools here designed to compress struts, and all you have to do is hook these bad boys. You take the pins out, you put them on there so it won't slip. You put one on each side. You put one on this side, and you would turn the strut over and put the other one on the back side so they're parallel across. And then you just tighten them down evenly, and it'll tighten the spring down, take all the tension off the spring, so that you can remove the lock nut up here, pull the cap off, gently slide the spring off, slide the spring on your new strut, put the cap on, tighten the cap down, and voila, you're ready to reinstall. So let's get to that. Alrighty, so we're back, and what I've done is I've compressed the spring down. As you can see, that's the easy part. And once you do, you're going to remove the 19. There's a 19 millimeter bolt that's in the end of this, and then it'll come out, and then the whole top part should come right off in your hand. Now you're probably going to have to take a wrench or a little hammer or something and tap the edge plate, which is this right here, which fits over that like that. You're going to have to tap it to break it loose, and then once you break it loose, you're good to go. Simply pull the spring off the now clapped out destroyed shock, which see, it barely wants to come back up. It's destroyed. You can see it creeping right there, and if you take the new one, it's a lot harder to push down, and it comes up a whole lot faster. Now, so to install the new one, it's just reverse procedure. Take it out of the bag. Hold on. And we're going to reuse this rubber grommet, because rubber will insulate it and make it kind of quiet. Keep some of the squeakies out. Just gonna fit this grommet onto our new one, and then you simply put everything back on in reverse order, starting with the spring. Alright, so let's get to that. Alrighty guys, once you get it all lined up and tightened down and wiggle around where you can finally get the nut started, go ahead and tighten it all the way down. Now there's markings on the side of this that will tell you which way is out, and you're going to want to have those pointing out. That way, so when it goes up in the car, it's not going to sit all funky. It's going to be sitting like it's supposed to. So make sure everything, like I said, there's markings on it somewhere. You just have to find them, mark them all out, and then just bolt it back in the car. So we'll get to that now. So now all that's left, once you get this up in place, make sure it's bolted in, make sure the spring looks like it fit down good. Don't forget your typical 19 millimeter bolts and the nuts that go on the end. Remember, put the threads through this way. The bolt goes this way. Don't forget the little, I think it's a 12 millimeter or something like that holds the brake line holder on. You know, the brake line goes up to there. Do not forget to put that bolt in. One more thing. Don't forget to tighten up these bolts up here. All three of them. Get them as snug as you can. And last but not least, other than the tire going back on and taking it for a test drive, don't forget your little grease cap to keep all the debris out of your brand new strut. Now, I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to take the car, slap that wheel back on it, take it around the block, and hopefully no more thunking and very obnoxious shaking in the steering wheel caused by that front right tire. If you enjoyed this video, please like, thumbs up, something or another, comment, let me know. If you would like to see more videos on working with Toyota Corollas, I'm sure I can find something else to work on. Just let me know what you need to see. I'm sure we share some common problems. So, anything else you would like to see, please do not hesitate to ask. Alright guys, thanks for watching.